Hello everyone! Today we'll be baking Gingersnap cookies. Now these Gingersnap cookies are unlike store-bought ones where you feel like you're going to break your teeth on every bite. They're actually a mix between a Gingersnap and a sugar cookie, so you get the ooey gooey deliciousness in every single bite.
The estimated amount of time to complete this recipe is an hour and a half. The required materials is a large mixing bowl, a medium mixing bowl, a stirring spoon slash blender, a small bowl, a whisk, a fork, and some measuring cups. The required ingredients for this recipe is 2 cups flour, 1 cup brown sugar, 1 beaten egg, 3/4 cup shortening, 1/4 cup molasses, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of ginger, 1 teaspoon of cloves, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and finally you need granulated sugar.
Some quick precautions before we start. Make sure to always wash your hands before baking. Go ahead and sanitize all of your areas just to make sure it's clean. And if you're one of our younger viewers, make sure to have adult supervision while using the oven and during other important parts of this process.
Okay, we're going to start off by making our dry ingredients by adding 2 cups of flour. You can smooth out your flour so you get exactly a cup by using a knife and doing it over the back. Then we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon salt. Next, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Next up, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of ginger, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of cloves. Next, we're going to go ahead and stir our dry ingredients. I use a fork because it's easier to get everything mixed up since it's all dry ingredients. Go ahead and do this until everything is smooth and combined.
Once you've mixed up your dry ingredients, then we're going to go ahead and set that off to the side. Now we're going to start on our wet ingredients. For our wet ingredients, we're going to need 1 beaten egg. So go ahead and take your small bowl, and we're going to go ahead and crack an egg. This recipe requires a beaten egg, so go ahead and take a whisk or a fork and stir that egg around until it's completely smooth and the yolk and the egg whites are completely mixed. Once you've done that, go ahead and set that off to the side.
Okay, we're going to take our large mixing bowl and go ahead and add 3/4 of shortening. Next, we're going to add 1 cup of brown sugar. Make sure it's compact. You can use a spoon to push it down. We're going to add a 1/4 cup of molasses. Finally, we're going to add our 1 egg that's beaten. Go ahead and mix all of your wet ingredients together until it's all smooth. Go ahead and stir it until it looks like this.
Now that we have our wet ingredients mixed, we're going to go ahead and start adding our dry ingredients. Go ahead and do this in small increments.
Go ahead and stir in all of the dry ingredients until there's none left. Once you've added all of your dry ingredients and mixed it together, your batter should look like this.
Now that we have our completed dough, we're going to go ahead and scoop it onto some plastic wrap and let it chill in the fridge for an hour.
1 hour later.
Welcome back everyone. So now that our dough's been chilling for an hour, we're going to go ahead and start prepping the cookies to go in the oven. Go ahead and set your ovens to preheat at 350 degrees. You're going to go ahead and need a baking sheet and a bowl full of white sugar. Go ahead and spray your pans down. You can either use cam or grease to make sure your cookies don't stick.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and start rolling our dough into balls. We're going to want about 1 inch. And you just want all your balls to be the same size. And we're just going to go ahead and roll each one in our bowl of sugar and go ahead and put that on our pan.
This is what your pan should look like once you're done. You just want to make sure that all the balls are evenly spaced out. And now we're going to go ahead and put this in the oven for about 7 to 9 minutes. So I just took my cookies out of the oven and they look absolutely delicious. As you can see, they're nice and ooey gooey and absolutely delicious. I hope you guys had fun making Gingersnap cookies with me.